This is Matt McCurry with KJAG Radio and Idea Magazine, sitting here with Filter's frontman,
Richard Patrick.
Richard, we're sitting here at the cotillion before your show. We're just going to kind of run down and talk about your new album.
I love it.
So, what's kind of your influence on the new album here?
Well, the new record is obviously like, you know, we always want to stay true to our like roots in heavy industrial, but after those like 3 or 4 songs are written, we like to change it up and do some of the more softer feeling songs like Surprise and First You Break It. So, you know, the direct correlation between like Short Bus and this record is like Self-Inflicted or What Do You Say, We Hate It When You Get What You Want, and then like title of record is kind of like Surprise, Take a Picture kind of world. So it's within the first 2 or 3 Filter records we had established who we were, and now we're just kind of, you know, sticking to that kind of our guns on that, just sticking to what we did on those records. Obviously we're hinged in the new millennium, and you know, we're always going to be growing as people. There's a song called It's My Time, which is very funereal, and it's just piano and me singing. So, you know, to me it's just like the best of Filter in you know, and beyond.
Your lyrics that have come out of this, I did actually read somewhere that some of it has kind of been based off of recent politics. We hate to get into politics, but
I actually love it, but my bandmates tell me not to. So
well, you can always go for days on politics,
yeah.
But does that push any influence onto you as far as
this record has absolutely zero politics.
Okay.
It's more of a social. It's a biography, as well as it's like an autobiography, as well as, you know, just the evaluation of who we are. For instance, Short Bus was, you know, we had a song about a guy that killed himself at a press conference, and how that kind of traumatized me or made me think of it from his perspective, or someone close to him. And then on this record, I actually wanted to put myself behind the gun of one of these shooters, you know, one of these, you know, Eric Kleebone or Eric Harris and Dylan Kleebone, you know, one of these Columbine kids that somehow life has done this to them, and this is a self-inflicted wound on society, you know, where these people get these crazy ideas that somehow innocent children and innocent people should die because of their frustrations. Absolutely. In life. And you know, I'm for gun control to the certain point, like assault weapons, bazookas, tanks, stuff like that. I'm for gun control on those levels. I voiced that a little bit outside of Filter, but like, you know, inside of Filter, I'm talking about the madness that it takes to kind of pull the trigger on a bunch of 6-year-old children. Yeah. You know, what is that? Why is this happening? Why in America? Why is America so violent? Why is America? I mean, you know, other countries are just not this violent. You know, I mean, Mexico is getting close, but I mean, there's a clear reason why they're so violent. It's because of the drug trade and the gangs and everything like that. Out here, it's just people go crazy. Yeah. You know, so I want to know what it is about our society that makes people do that. I find lyrics to be that vessel, and I always want to continue doing that. You know, absolutely.
Do you think you're really kind of staying the course as to what you look at as far as Filter as a whole?
Well, Filter's an ever-changing thing. It's kind of like an evolving thing. I mean, we have different members all the time. Right now we have Jeff Fab on drums and Tim Kelleher on bass and Johnny Radke on guitar. Johnny and I wrote the last record, and to be honest with you, I think Johnny should probably stick around as well as Jeff and Tim, but you know, Johnny and I meshed so well together that I want to get all four of them involved on the next record. And definitely Johnny is kind of my muse when it comes to writing together. We're locked solid on what we want to hear, and you know, he impresses me and I impress him, and that's the only thing that really counts when you're songwriting. You're trying to, the music is the baby, and you know, you're trying to make that amazing song, and there's very few people that I've met that I'm willing to kind of really go all out with. And you know, it's, you know, Trent Reznor, Robert DeLeo, Dean DeLeo, you know, those are the kids I've been working with, you know, in my past. And
I was gonna say there, for a short time you kind of stepped out of Filter for a minute, and
yeah,
kind
to do Army of Anyone, yeah, Army of Anyone was a really great experience. I look forward to anything that happens with that in the future.
Is that going to be an ongoing project that you're going to try to pursue, or are you going to more concentrate on Filter?
I think Filter's the all in all. You know, it's the be all of my creativity. I mean, I'm kind of the head honcho in the band, although I split the responsibility with Johnny now.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get everything I want in a Filter record, and I get to be heavy, I get to be joyful, I get to be sad, I get to be all of it. I just pack it.
Well, and whenever you've been the front man for what, 10 years now? You guys started
15 years. I've been writing for Filter for 20.
Okay.
I wrote Hey Man They Shot in 1991.
Okay.
So
But your first album cut
more like
was
23, 22 years, yeah.
First album cut as Filter was 95.
Yeah, that's when I finally got up the nerve to quit Nine Inch Nails. I was the guitar player. They nicknamed me Piggy, and from 1989 till 1993, I was just Piggy, the guitar player. I was really good friends with Trent. I could always make that guy laugh like that. I think that's why I was in the band, honestly, is because I had a really good sense of humor, and I still do. But yeah, around 93, I decided, like, hey, I want to spread my wings and see if I can do this, and I did it. And I'm eternally grateful that Trent gave me my first shot, and I'm blessed to be where I'm at now. And
So would you say Trent's been more or less one of your biggest influence as far as helping you out and pushing you?
He was an inspiration. I would almost have to say he was a mentor kind of thing, which I learned a lot of things the hard way that you're not. You know, like maybe we shouldn't drink before shows, and you know, stuff that I had to learn on my own later, you know, stuff like that. But
well, and everybody.
But whatever it was, he was the kickstart of my. He was the launching pad, and he definitely is. You know, there's not a day that goes by where I'm like, I wonder what Trent would do in this situation, or I wonder what, you know, David Gilmour would do in this situation, or I wonder what, you know, Perry Farrell, or I wonder what Chino would do, or you know what I mean? Like, he's up there with like all my heroes, you know.
Absolutely. So, just to kind of wrap this up here, once again, you're playing here at the Cotillion tonight. What can you say to fans to kind of expect out of some of your shows?
This is the best rock concert you're going to see in a long time.
Plain and simple.
We are real. I mean, this is the real deal. I can say with all confidence in the world that we are at our absolute best. And if you're going to see Filter, I would do it now. I dare you to walk out of this show and think that we didn't kill, and we didn't do what we were supposed to do. I honestly believe that the band is right up there with some of the greatest bands ever, and I think that, you know, this record is a testament to how hard we've worked, and I think that, you know, I've had a lot of bad breaks, but this year has been one of the best years of my life, and people are starting to really come out and see what we're about again, and I like it, and I like the fact that there's a lot of young kids showing up. You know, they're hearing "What Do You Say" and Self-Inflicted because that's what they want to hear, and some of the older folks are hearing, like, you know, "Trip Like I Do" and "Jurassitol" and, you know, "Hey Man, Nice Shot" and "Take a Picture," and so they're all kind of getting together and going, "Holy fuck, this band's been around for a while," and yet I have these really amazing young people showing up, and that's awesome, and that's because, you know, they just heard "What Do You Say" as a hit all summer long, and they're going, wow, there's more to this band than, you know, some of these kids actually haven't Googled this, you know, and
well,
it's awesome. I love the crowds that are turning out. I love the excitement behind the band, and it means a lot to me that the audience has given me such a great life, you know.
And it helps. I read that "The Sun Comes Out Tonight" has hit number 5 on top hard rock albums of the year.
Wow.
So
I didn't know that.
That's something I had come across.
Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of that.
That's kind of a testament to the direction that you're going. So
yeah, I think that, to me, it's all about supplying you have to blow your own mind. Bono said this, you have to blow your own minds to make great music. You have to blow your own, you can't just go through the motions.
Absolutely.
And I completely agree.
All right, well.
So thanks a lot for coming out, guys.
Once again, this is Matt McCrary with KJAG Radio and Idea Magazine.
Never seen